Innovation and creativity. Two golden words that people like to use a lot, but are putting so few effort to make it happen. Anyway, the main thing that bothers me is that people think that if they will nominate someone, well, let's take it one step further. People think that if they will start to speak about innovation, innovation will happen. People truly believe that if they will nominate someone as responsible for innovation, innovation will happen. People has concept in their head that if they will take 5 people, put them in a room, give them white clothes, and treat them as the innovation team, innovation will happen. In reality, guys, all of those are wrong assumptions. If you want to get true innovation, it needs to be part of your culture. It needs to be part of the day-to-day activities of everyone in your organization, everyone. And in order to do that, there are at least 3 elements that you must do something about it. The first one is people need to know that they can make mistakes. People need to know that they can make mistakes. And in order to do that, it's not enough to say that. You need to support it with actions. You can't sit in a meeting and talk 2 hours about the ability of people to make mistakes, and in a meeting after that shout at someone why he made a mistake and the entire product line suffer from X amount of whatever. That doesn't work. You have to tune your day-to-day activity as a leader to make sure that people understand that innovation comes with ability to make mistake. So that's first of all, making mistake. The second one is taking a risk, which is even harder than the first one. If you want innovation to happen, people need to know that they can take a risk. They also need to know that if they will fail, it will be okay. But they need to know also that they need to take a risk. And this is not simple at all, because the most common culture in many organizations is risk averse, which means I don't want to take extra risk. And yes, you shouldn't take any extra risk, and you should manage your risk. But if you pump all the time, risk averse, risk averse, risk averse, risk averse, the end result is people understanding that they shouldn't take a risk. And if I shouldn't take a risk, why should I come with a crazy idea that might improve in 30% the revenue of the company? Why should I take a risk when the atmosphere is anti-risk? So keep it in mind. It's not enough to talk about innovation. You need to find a way how to create a balance between people understanding that they can take a risk and between people understanding that taking too much risk or taking risk without managing the risk is an issue. And this is extremely hard balance to find, believe me. It's not so simple at all, but it's a must. And last but not least, the third one is the most difficult one, and it's called, people call it empowerment. I don't like the word empowerment. I think the right word is autonomy. So people need to know that they have some autonomy. They have ability to do part of the work outside of the box with support. And it's easy to say it, but it's extremely hard to do it. Because when you started to give people autonomy, it's very hard for them to find the line between, oh, I have autonomy to think about new idea and try to implement it, but I don't have autonomy to make a decision when a customer calls me. It's a very blurred line between those two. And if you want real creativity, you need to give people autonomy. And if you're going to give people autonomy, you need to take in account that people also will make decisions when the customer calls them. They will do it because both the risk averse that we spoke about and both making mistakes are, if you did a good job, are already embedded in their mind. So that's a really complex, or it's a complex system that you need to navigate through and to find the right balance between risk, between autonomy, and between making mistakes. Now, if you take all of those together, you probably thought already that required a lot of energy from you and from any leadership team in order to distill those ideas in people's mind. It doesn't come just with talking. It comes with real understanding what you want to achieve and proving to people that what you're saying, you're actually doing. And that takes a lot of time and a lot of energy to do it. And if you won't do it, sorry guys, you won't get any innovation. So talking about innovation is great, but without actions, without understanding what nurture innovation, what cause innovation to grow and to flourish, you won't get nothing. It's like taking a seed, putting it on the ground and say, oh, I'll have a tree, but never water it and never fertilize it and never do anything in order to make sure that this seed will grow. So sometimes it will grow, most of the time it won't, because it's missing its basic ingredients for life. The same apply to innovation. If you won't nurture it, it won't grow. And nurture it means that you need to understand what it needs, and it means that you need to spend a lot of energy to make it happen. That's all for today.